Hello everyone, Amanda here with my favorite scrapper. We are going to work on another process video today. Going to do something a little bit different. We're doing a one-page layout instead of a two-page layout, but we will be utilizing more than one photo. So I have some pictures here of my sweet little baby. I don't remember how old he was in those pictures, so I do have to do some research and look through my phone. We'll be utilizing the Echo Park Hello Baby, It's a Boy collection. This is from 2019. I know they have a version that's for girls as well as a version that's for boys. I think they have a gender neutral version as well, but I'm not entirely sure. This is the layout we'll be utilizing today. I found this on Pinterest, so we'll be utilizing that. I'll keep it up as I start processing. So I have the 12 by 12 collection packet as well as the 6 by 6 paper pad for this collection that I'll be utilizing interchangeably for the layout. So let's see. For the background paper, I want to utilize, this is the sticker sheet. For the background paper, I want to utilize the wood grain paper that was in the collection pack. So let's cut that down, cut off the branding strip for this. Again, I am using my Fiskars paper trimmer, which is my favorite one. So we're going to utilize that. And then there is a large background piece element with this, and I am going to use this gray. It's from Close to My Heart. It is the mink color on the light side. I'm going to say it's probably a 1/2 inch around on the sketch. So I'm going to just cut this down to 11 by 11. Again, Close to My Heart, unfortunately, is no longer in business, but their cardstock, I have a significant stash as I used to be a maker, and I love their cardstock. So we'll utilize that like this. Let's see what it looks like on the darker side. That doesn't look too bad either. We'll see how we want to utilize that. So next, there is a large element. I want to say this is the downside of some sketches, right, where they don't have measurements and you're kind of eyeballing it and you're not entirely sure what size it should be. But I'm going to say that's probably about, I don't know, 8 inches. I'm going to say 8 inches across, maybe 7. I don't know. I'm going to go with 8. I'm going to go with 8 because we can always cut down. We can't always add. And I'm going to cut it down to 10. And then we're going to utilize this cute little dot paper. We'll do that at 2 inches. Again, by 10. Then the pictures and the layout on the sketch are 3 by 5. So I'm going to cut these down to 3 by 5. There is some, empty space on the side of him in some of the pictures, so I think we'll be able to do it without cutting down our photo too much. At the time of the recording of this video, he's 1.5. So these pictures are long ago, but they still bring me so much happiness to look at. So I'm not too far behind, right? I know some people are still scrapbooking baby pictures of their adult children, so I don't feel too bad. So now we need to cut the border that's around the photos, and we have 3, 6, 9. So I'm going to cut this down to 9.5 by 5 1/4. I'm going to do 9.5 just because we have some space in between. And this is just a brown piece of cardstock from my stash. All right, so let's take a look and try to start placing some of these out. Just going with the sketch. So we've got our base down. I'm going to ink my edges, adhere my pages, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We have had a couple of changes since we last left. I swapped out the background paper from the wood grain to solid white cardstock. The wood grain, I felt like things were getting lost. It was just a little too busy. I inked everything in my Quick Quotes Powder Puff mahogany paint, ink rather, and I mounted my photos on this light brown cardstock. Now I'm considering the embellishment phase and what are we going to do. I need to have a cluster up here and a cluster over here per this sketch. So I'm just looking at the sticker sheet to see what we can bring in. I know that I want to bring in the woodland animals that are on the sticker sheet. I want to bring in the bear, the foxes, both foxes, the raccoon, and maybe even this little squirrel. I want to bring them in to the layout just because those are animals that are on his little pajamas here. But with this background paper being so busy, I need to add a solid. So I think I'm going to go with an orange, and I might do some circles. Just cut some circles and utilize those as the basis for my embellishment clusters. So let's cut some circles out. I'm gonna go look in my stash for some cardstock, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and made some circles. I just free cut those out by hand, and I cut it in half so I can have two areas where I'm going to utilize it. And I did adhere our photo block, and in each of these circles I am going to have an embellishment cluster of one of the woodland animals and a word phrase from the sticker sheet. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'll put the title down here. I think for the title, I'm going to use one of these elements here from the sticker sheet as well. And yeah, so let's do that. So I'm going to adhere this circle down first. And you know, I love pop dots. So I'm going to put my embellishment up on some foam because we need to have dimension in our pages. So I love this little raccoon right here. I think he is adorable. I wouldn't want to see a real live raccoon anywhere near my baby, but this one is cute enough. So again, I'm using my powder tool to remove the adhesive so that I can put the foam on it and give it dimension. And so you remove the adhesive so that it doesn't stick in the middle places where your foam tape isn't. When you put these in your albums, they get pretty tight from all the pages. So if you didn't do the powder tool, then the middle of this would be stuck down. So that's why we do that. And I am going to use here, I like this Dream Big little one, even though he isn't asleep in this picture. You can tell he's getting ready for bedtime. And we'll do some stars around this as well. And then here we'll put this other, work on our other embellishment cluster. I can't remember if I mentioned, but this is paprika paper from Close to My Heart as well. And I'm gonna do this little bear head because that's adorable. There's another sentiment on the sticker sheet that will go really cute with that, with this bear head. Put that there, and then we have hello there baby bear, super cute. Do like that so we don't have any gap in the coloring. So those are cute. Let's see, I feel like we have enough space in each embellishment cluster to add an additional woodland animal. So here I'm gonna add this skunk. I'm gonna add the skunk down here so that there's not too much black and white up there. Another animal I would not want to see anywhere near my child, or me for that matter. Skunks are not the best smelling things. And sorry if I offend anyone who likes that smell. To each their own. I will not yuck your yum. Okay, but we're gonna get this down here. Adorable. And then we need one here. I think we're gonna go, which one should I pick? I like the fox, but I think he might blend in too much with the paprika. And then we have this little wolf who is adorable, but he's also gray, just like the raccoon. So what do we do? What do we do? I wish there was a deer on here. That would have been perfect. It's okay. We'll just go with the wolf. Who's gonna stop me? No one. Now, I don't typically do one-page layouts only because I often have a ton of pictures, but I did notice, wow, with the baby, you're taking pictures of him several times a day, in all of his outfits. So there are lots of pictures that don't necessarily have a theme like this one, except that he's cute. And I wanted pictures of it, and I have pictures, so now I have to scrap them. That's how the cycle goes, right? So I'm gonna do that. And there was a cut apart in the 6x6 sheet that I really wanted to use. This one that says, "I love you more than I can bear." I just think it's absolutely adorable. So I'm gonna cut that out on this layout. I don't want to rip the whole sheet from my 6x6 because it's just a corner, and thankfully it's on the edge, so I can just cut it out without having to rip out the whole sheet and ruin the rest of the cut aparts on there, because I don't know about you, then single pages get lost in the shuffle and they get ruined. Then they're wrinkled, you don't know what happened, then you can't find it, all the things. Okay, so this is cut out, and I can put it here. You know what, the sketch did call for a banner going up, so let me see what we can use. I'm going to use something from the 6x6 sheet just because the patterns are smaller, so it looks better when it's a smaller element on your page. I think I am going to utilize one of these busier patterns. I actually really like this star to introduce some of the navy blue into it. Or no, the stripe is better. Let's go with the stripe. Right. So I'm gonna cut out, I think it's probably a 1/2 inch strip. We'll do. And because I'm gonna just cut this in half, have it behind the photo, right? This is where your paper conservation comes in handy. And then we'll fishtail it and ink it up. So let's get that done right now. So I think that looks cute. I am going to pop this up here. Let's ink this as well so that it doesn't blend in too much with the background. And I'll get a light blue piece of cardstock from my stash to come out here, and that's what I will put the title on. Okay, I was able to find a solid piece of blue paper from my stash. I'm going to ink it up. Actually, let me cut it first because I am going to banner this. Actually, I don't want to banner it. I am going to do this with my crocodile. I'm going to give it a stub on 2 sides, and that'll make it a little bit different. I don't have to worry about this cut that I already made. It will hide it behind this embellishment. So that's one of the best things about paper crafting, right? You can have a flub, so to speak, and you can fix it. Nothing is beyond repair, as they say, right? So I'm going to adhere this down. I love the way the stub looks. The stub looks. And we're going to just cover that up with this embellishment from the 6x6 paper pack. The sentiment that I'm going to use for the title is going to come from the sticker sheet. It says "Sweet Little Moments." It's a small title. It doesn't have the grandeur of what you think a title should look like or the space it should take up on a page, but I don't care about that. And I also don't always put titles on my pages, which you guys will see as we go through this journey together. I just like it. Sweet little moments. And then I can put some journaling here that I just wanted to capture how cute he looked in his pajamas. I'm going to utilize some stars from the sticker sheet, put them about. Normally I would utilize enamel dots, but there's so many cute stars on this sticker sheet that I don't want to have to search for enamel dots. I can just use what's here in front of me. All right, I like to try to keep everything even. I know there are some people out there in the scrapbooking world that say you have to have 3 and everything, And it does look nice, but it's not a requirement. Sometimes you can make it work, sometimes you can't. And that's fine. You do what makes you happy. And as long as you're happy with your end result, that's all that matters. Yeah, I think we're done. I'm going to, like I said, put some journaling here really quick. And then that's it. We're going to call this finished. Here are some close-ups. And I'll take some at the end as well. And I am very proud of myself for making the time to be creative today. I hope that you make some time to be creative today so that you can be proud of yourself as well. Have a great one. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.